So, as we all know, success is all about a simple formula. An easy one that you just have to know and you'll get by. 'Cause remember how we all had a teacher stand up in class at school and say, "Hey kids, this is how you become successful. A plus B equals C, and that's it. Easy." And all of us said, "Wow, I can't wait to try that." And then everyone did it and it worked. That's why literally everyone is a millionaire socialite living in a massive fuck-off mansion. That's how the world works, isn't it? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I've been seeing if I can find a way of refining my sarcasm to almost fatal levels. I want to be the first YouTuber whose video actually kills someone. Watching Stubagful will be considered an extreme sport one of these days. But yeah, sorry to burst your bubble, everyone. If there was one foolproof way of getting ahead in life that works for literally everyone who tries it, surely they would teach you this in school. Surely a fact sheet about how to make people like you and earn millions would be mandatory codified reading for everyone by this point, if it really was that simple. If the easy rules of success to follow that self-help books and websites ask you to give them money for actually work, it's all about who you are, advantages you already have but won't admit to, and random chance. So, fellow failures, let's seethe in a jealous rage together. This is First Impressions of The Secret by Rhonda Byrne, a book which claims to teach a hidden universal truth about how to succeed, known by the powerful few. So it starts out with several pages of bland background textures in a lame, desperate attempt to make this book look like an ancient text from a hidden vault where it's been locked for decades. Which explains why not everyone knew the secret to success before this book came along. So the secret to success is apparently to Dan Brown that shit up and you'll sell millions. Plausible actually, maybe she's onto something. So according to the contents, the first fucking chapter is called The Secret Revealed, which happens to be the chapter included in the preview, which I don't have to pay her a tenner for. You've blown your load pretty early there, Rhonda. And you're claiming to know the secret to success? Really? The glimpse of the secret came in a 100-year-old book given to me by my daughter Hayley. I began tracing the secret back through history. I couldn't believe all of the people who knew about this. Plato, Shakespeare, Newton, Hugo, Beethoven, Lincoln, Emerson, Edison, Einstein. If this 100-year-old book was so important, why can't you remember the name of it? She then starts talking about the film she made about the secret that this book's based on for the rest of the page. As the film swept across the world, stories of miracles began to flood in. People wrote about healing from chronic pain, depression and disease, walking for the first time after an accident, even recovering from a deathbed. And you're saying this is something that Einstein believed in? People have used the secret to manifest perfect homes, life partners, cars, jobs and promotions. So you've got to manifest your perfect life into existence, not work for it. Yeah, definitely sounds like you're going somewhere with this. Warning! We are at Sarcasm DEFCON 1. Take shelter, everybody. Warning! But don't worry, if that vague abstract sentence wasn't enough to convince you, Rhonda then goes on to do another paragraph of basically the same thing. Here are some more examples of people who said that this book works for them. The Secret has inspired doctors, universities, health clubs, spiritual centres. The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. My intention in creating The Secret was, and still is, that it will bring joy to millions around the world. Wow! Really? Claiming that's your intention proves anything. You know, that makes your vision so unique and special, and that means I have to listen to you. Because, you know, obviously alternative self-help books to this one start with things like this. My intention in creating this book was to create misery and chaos around the world. I want destruction and ruin to rain down, and for the earth to be scorched with a burning fire. Die, humanity, die! Wow, Rhonda, I'll take your advice over that psycho any day. There isn't a single thing you cannot do with this knowledge. Can you magically create cheesecake from thin air for free with no ingredients? If you can't do that, I'm not fucking interested, Rhonda. You will notice throughout the book that in certain places I have capitalised the word you. The reason I did this is because I want you, the reader, to feel and know that I created this book for you. I am speaking to you personally when I say you. You want to know who else does that trick? It's a trick. That's all it is. To underline how fucking meaningless that sentiment is, I capitalised the words pretentious shite when I wrote this paragraph in my script. So, here we go, the secret revealed. It starts with quotes from various people that apparently helped Rhonda uncover the secret, saying pretty much nothing of consequence. The secret gives you anything you want. Happiness, health, and wealth, says Bob Proctor. Wow, really, Bob? Because that wasn't mentioned in the previous 3 pages where Rhonda banged on about the secret being this utterly amazing thing that does all of what you just said. You've added so much to the conversation by that endorsement. Dr. John DeMartini, philosopher, chiropractor, healer, and personal transformation specialist says, "This is the great secret of life." Are these things really worthy of being called quotes? Oh no, the plug hole's clogged. Looks like I'm going to have to use a sink unblocker. Stuart Hardy, several days ago. So then Bob Proctor says this. So, what is the secret? You've probably been sitting there wondering, what is the secret? Well, I'll tell you how I've come to understand it. We all work with an infinite power. We all guide ourselves by the same laws. The natural laws of the universe are so precise that we don't even have any difficulty building spaceships. They kind of did, Bob. That was kind of what Apollos 1 through 10 were. And some people kind of died in the process. We can send people to the moon, and we can time the landing with the precision of a fraction of a second. Bob? That's a combination of effort and talent. Also, who's this we? I don't see astrophysicist listed next to your name, Bob. We're all working with one power, one law, attraction. The secret is the law of attraction. Everything that's coming into your life, you are attracting into your life. And it's attracted to you by the virtue of the images you're holding in your mind. It's what you're thinking. Whatever is going on in your mind, you are attracting to you. Okay, so what you're basically saying is, what I have in my mind is creating the events that happen to me. What, so if I want to eat this muffin, I have an image in my mind of me eating the muffin, and that image encourages me to take a bite out of it. So I've created a thing that's happened to me. Okay. Bob, isn't this kind of a hopelessly naive interpretation of I think, therefore I am? Except here you're saying I think, therefore it will happen to me. Always and in every situation. Is there anything scientific about that? Like, how am I attracting things into my life purely by thinking about them? Like, I get it with, like, basic things, like I just demonstrated, but, like, more complex things, like success, how does that work? Oh shit, I've just realised, in this situation, I'm basically this guy.
Fucking magnets, how do they work?
So, the secret is, you get a magnet, right? You hold the magnet up to whatever it is you want to be attracted to you, hope to fuck that what you want to be attracted to you is magnetic, and you'll draw it into your life somehow. Wow, this has solved all my problems. Poets such as William Shakespeare, Robert Browning, and William Blake delivered it in their poetry. Religions such as Hinduism, Buddhism, Christianity, Islam, Civilizations like the ancient Babylonians, the Egyptians, throughout the globe, the Saxons, the Vikings, the ice cream men, the window cleaners, the technicians, the architects, the builders, the toilet cleaners, the men, women, children.
Two of every creature.
If fucking everyone uses it, why is it supposed to be a secret only known by the powerful few? It doesn't matter who you are or where you are. The law of attraction is forming your entire life experience. You are the one who calls the law of attraction into action, and you do it through your thoughts. So only the powerful few know that they are thinking. What? Wise people have always known this. It's a small, select group of people. But who does the selecting of the powerful few who know this, Rhonda? Is that what the Illuminati does? Tell you what, write me a follow-up to this grand expose called The Secret of How Only the Powerful Few Know About the Secret. Why do you think that 1% of the population earns around 96% of the money that's being earned? A combination of nepotism and ambition? It's designed that way. They understand the secret, and now you are being introduced to the secret. Okay, but what if I don't think that I'm being introduced to the secret? Have I then unattracted the secret from my mind or something? Yeah, think about that, Rhonda. Or don't. Yeah, I know how this shit works. People who have drawn wealth into their lives used the secret, whether consciously or unconsciously. See, if you think you didn't, I said you did, so I win. A perfect example to demonstrate the secret and the law of attraction in action is this. You may know of people who acquired massive wealth, lost it all, and within a short amount of time acquired massive wealth again. Well, what happened in these cases, whether they knew it or not, is that their dominant thoughts were on wealth. As in, oh shit, I don't have it anymore. They tipped the scales through thinking thoughts of wealth. And doing things to make the money back. Rhonda, this entire thing so far has been kind of leaving out the most important bit of the equation. The way that you're describing it is basically making out that if I sit on my arse all life, doing nothing, thinking I want to be a writer for a living, and not actually spending my time, you know, doing the writing, that it will in some way happen to me. You're leaving out the most important bit. Action. Okay, self-help book writers. In all of the self-help books that I've ever read, I can sum up everything I've read in them in one sentence. Just think positive, stupid. Now, why is paying you to pad that sentence over 200 pages, crowbarring in extensive boasting about people who liked your book every other paragraph, worth my time? If you answer that question, I will leave your industry alone. So then we get to the summary. The only thing you need to do is feel good now. Feel good, you prick! Because I said so, that's why. Yeah, that's definitely how to make people feel good. But Rhonda, you did leave out the magic word though. Abracadabra! The time to embrace your magnificence is now.
I can feel my soul ascending.
Do what you love. If you don't know what brings you joy, ask yourself, what is my joy? And as you commit to your joy, you will attract an avalanche of joyful things because you are radiating joy. You just used avalanche and radiation as metaphors for joy. I don't trust you, Rhonda. And as your joy burns into a crust of molten happiness within you, it will synthesize into a veritable plague of joy, and your skin will grow sores of bliss, and bits of your flesh will fall off in delightful lumps. Now that you have learned the knowledge of the secret, whatever you do now is up to you. Now that you have learnt that you have to think what you do and then go do it, think about whatever you want, like, I don't know, eating crisps. Think about eating crisps and then Go and eat some crisps or something. Yeah, that's the end. So yeah, that was first impressions of The Secret by Rhonda Byrne, and you know, I've learned quite a lot from it. Magnets and buying magnets, and now that I've got a magnet, I'll be happy, I guess. See ya!
And I don't wanna talk to a scientist. Y'all motherfuckers lying and getting me pissed.
Solar eclipse and vicious weather.
15,000 juggalos together.
And I love my mom for giving me this time on this planet. Take nothing for granted. I seen her get